box, so you know she gotta fit. Smiling like I'm proud of it. Money got a pile of it, that shit been getting long. I can stretch it to a mile and left. I've been going too crazy. I've been up for 2 days, mapping out a new plan. I'ma have it two made. I'ma get like 2 maids. Get more head than 2 pays. Yo, BM in my DM say she wanna ride the new wave.
Yo, we back with another video. And today, we just gonna go over the whooping that we gave out yesterday. 48-22. The Philadelphia Eagles roll over the New York Giants. It shouldn't even have been that close, but, you know, garbage time points and stats like that, they just want to make it a little bit more respectable, so they scored at the end of the game. Hurts, 21 for 31, 217. Not a wild day for the yards, but still 2 touchdowns passing, 1 touchdown rushing, no turnovers. It's mind blowing to me that people are still saying Patrick Mahomes is the MVP. I get it, he doing amazing passes and whatnot, but the guy has 11 picks on the season, and it's still 3 games to go. 11 interceptions. I mean, that should count for something. I mean, 3 to 11. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do total touchdowns, Mahomes got 35, Hurts got 32. Who got the better record? The Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? It's a no-brainer. It's Hurts, but he's right now leading the odds to win the MVP, but it's still a lot of people saying Mahomes, so we'll see. We got 3 games left. We'll see what's going on with it. But anyway, Miles Sanders, 17 for 144, 2 touchdowns. That is his new season high. He seems like every other week he eclipses his season high. So congratulations to him for hitting his first 1,000-yard season. I mean, like I said a couple videos ago, he's one of the better running backs in the league. And I think he could have been hit 1,000 yards if they just, you know what I'm saying, utilize him the right way. But this year is a good year. He hit 1,000 yards and we still got 3 games left. So Boston Scott yesterday, he was 6 for 33 with a touchdown. His first real action of the season. I mean, he got a couple snaps here and there, but he actually did some good things yesterday. Running the ball, special teams. I think he was 3 for 100 and some change on punt return. So he set us up in great field position a few times. Jalen Hurts 7 for 77 on the ground, the touchdown. MVP, man. I like Mahomes. I'm not down on Mahomes. I'm not saying he's not a great quarterback, but this year, Jalen Hurts has to win the MVP. I mean, with all of the people doubting him, everybody on ESPN, even some Eagle fans. I mean, we not gonna say that everybody was on board. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was on board last year. I've been on board, but it was a lot of fans. He's not gonna da-da-da-da. I wonder what them fans saying now. I bet they cheering every time he throws a touchdown. But it's still people in the back of their mind. He ain't gonna be the guy. But who cares what them guys think? Long as Howie Roseman knows what he's doing, it is what it is. So congratulations to AJ Brown. AJ Brown, as I said, 4 for 70. A touchdown. He's hit 1,000 yards for the 3rd time in his career. Twice with Tennessee and now with Philadelphia. I think he's going to have his career high this year with Jalen Hurts throwing him the ball. I mean, it just shows you the work that he puts in, because Ryan Tannehill is a pocket passer. What they said Jalen Hurts couldn't do. And he's about to have his career high this season. If he plays all of the games, you know, we already clinched a playoff berth. It depends on how we're gonna play the last couple games, because we want that number 1 seed. We got helped out a little bit because the Vikings lost yesterday. But anyway, Devontae Smith, 5 for 64 and a touchdown. That touchdown, it was a beautiful throw. Bad angle by the safety for the Giants. If that was Todd Pinkston, he would have pulled them arms in and not caught that ball. But Devontae Smith was prepared to take a hit. He still caught the ball. Heisman Trophy winner, and we got A.J. Brown for that. We got 2 number 1 wide receivers. I've been trying to tell people that from the beginning of the season, but you know, other teams gonna have their doubts. Other teams gonna have their, you know what I'm saying, their issues, but it is what it is. Defense totally, you know what I'm saying, they totally took over the game again. 7 sacks. 6+ sacks in back-to-back games was the first time since 1998. I'm not sure if that's league-wide or Philadelphia franchise record, but yeah, 6+ sacks in back-to-back games. First time since 1998. Josh Sweat got a sack. He started it off. I think the first or the second snap, Josh Sweat took him down, and then a couple plays later, Hassan Reddick went down. We got 2 sacks in that first drive alone. That's how you set the momentum that's how you set the tempo for the game. You sack them twice on the first drive. Come on, man. Milton Williams with a sack. Fletcher Cox with another sack. He had a sack last week also. Fletcher Cox is, you know what I'm saying, Fletcher Cox. That's why we re-signed him for 1 year. I don't know what's going to happen next year with him. I'm not sure if we'll re-sign him or not, but I would hate to play against him. So hopefully we can work out a hometown discount or something like that. Skin looking nice in the sunlight though. But anyway, Brandon Graham, 34 years old, 3 sacks. We the same age. Me and Brandon Graham is the same age, and he's out there playing like he just came out of college. Longest 10-year Eagle. If he's with us again next year, him and Cox is on the way. We got a lot of guys on 1-year deals. But you know what I'm saying? That's the business. That's how it goes. We got a forced fumble at the end of the game in garbage time. And I forgot who jumped on it. I apologize about that. But we got a forced fumble. We haven't got many turnovers the last couple games. I don't think we got any last week. And we only got 1 today. But a lot of people saying we were winning because of all of the takeaways. But we just blew 2 teams out with only 1 takeaway. 1 forced fumble at the end of the game. Game's already decided. So not trying to really hear that. One person specifically I want to talk about is TJ Edwards. TJ Edwards is an undrafted dog. I know I said it before, but some of the hits that he be laying on the field is like, how did this guy go undrafted? I'm glad he's a Philadelphia Eagle. I'm sure we're not paying him much because he was an undrafted player, but he has to come back. Kazir White, he's been solid, but he got an interception in the preseason. I thought it was gonna turn over to the actual season, but he hasn't had a turnover yet. I would like to see Nakobe Dean get a couple more snaps, but what you gonna do? But yeah, Boston Scott was. I'm sorry, it's right here. Boston Scott was three kickoff returns for $117. I think one of them was like 60-some yards. So he set us up pretty good every time he got the rock. But on the bad news of it, you got to get good news out on the first day. Second day, you got to talk about the bad stuff too. Reed Blankenship went down, I believe, in the first or the second quarter. He was already a backup for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So the guy is in there now is Kavon Wallace. I like Kevon Wallace because he's from where I'm from, the city of Richmond. You know what I'm saying? He came from here. So I was rooting. I'm rooting for him. I'm still rooting for him because he's on the team. I'm never gonna root against somebody on my team. But when he gets in the game, it's just like, where you at, man? We what's going on? Where you at? But he'll get better the more he's on the field. Reed Blankenship got carted off, so I mean it doesn't look good, but hopefully we get some good news out of that. Aaron Sipas, he was injured on a block punt. He actually picked the ball up and ran it. It looked like a pretty good play, but it was an illegal play. You can't do that. And he was hit out of bounds, so it should have been a 15-yard penalty of a late hit, but they human, the refs is human, they don't always get it right. So hopefully he's back next week, because I mean, well, we play in Chicago, so I don't really plan on punting that much, but you know what I'm saying, you need him in there. The kicker, he stepped in and made a nice punt, so hopefully if Sipas is not back, he can hold it down. Lane Johnson was injured also. He said he heard something either tweak or pop during the play, so he took himself out for precautionary reasons. It's an abdominal issue. Not sure exactly what the issue is, but when Lane Johnson is not in the game, it looked good yesterday, but last year with Lane Johnson, any other year when Lane Johnson is not in there, it's usually bad news for the quarterback. He's just one of a kind. He haven't gave up a sack in 2 seasons, so that should tell you, you know what I'm saying, what type of person he is, what type of lineman he is. But other than that, everybody came out of the game pretty healthy. It's crazy that we blowing teams out like this. Like we scored 40 against. We didn't blow the Green Bay Packers out, excuse me, but we scored 40 on them. We blew out the Tennessee Titans. We scored 35 on them. And we blew out the New York Giants. We scored 48 on them. So I say that to say, you know, it's just looking good. It's looking good for us, man. I don't know what else to say, but you know what I'm saying? Fly Eagles fly. Like, comment, subscribe. I get back to you on the next video. Like I share every video. Share to your mama, share to your uncle, share to your sister, share to your cousin. And especially share to them Cowboy fans. I don't care what they say. They can say whatever they want to say. I know me. I know what's going on with me. So, say what y'all got to say. We gonna mop the floor with y'all. I ain't gonna get too ahead of y'all, but I ain't gonna get too ahead of myself. We gotta respect the Chicago Bears, and we gotta go in there and take care of business Sunday, and then we'll talk about that next week. Like, comment, subscribe, and got you on the next video.